Hello everybody and welcome back to yet another video. And today, I don't know if you guys can see outside behind me or whatnot, but it is a overcasty day outside, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna rain at some point. But we're gonna go down to a little pond that I like going down to, and we're gonna see what fish I can try and catch today. Also, if it's not raining too bad when I get there, I'm gonna cook myself some pancakes, so I look forward to that too. But yeah, I'm gonna drive. I'm gonna get myself there, and I'll see you guys shortly. Alright, so I'm here, but I mean, like, it's coming down, man. I forgot my raincoat at home. And also, sorry, forgot my raincoat at home, and I also forgot my my fuel to cook the pancakes. So I think I might wait and try to let this calm down for a few minutes. But it looks like my plans are kind of shot right now. But yeah, so it's been a pretty fun couple days. I spent some time over the last few days preparing some spare ribs. I don't cook much. Like, I'm new to cooking. I'm trying to get into it a little bit more, but you know. And I bought a thing of spare ribs, like a full thing of spare ribs, and I cut it up and spent yesterday marinating everything. No, the day before yesterday I spent marinating everything, and then I spent yesterday at the grill cooking it all. It's been like a 3-day process, but it was fun. I actually really like doing it, and yeah, this rain is not gonna slow down, is it? I really would like it to. Sucks. This really sucks. So I've been looking forward to this day for like a week, 2 weeks now. It's always something. It's always something. That's alright though. But yeah, so I might head back to town. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Oh, you know what? Turn the car off for a few minutes. We can just sit here. We can relax. We can chill. Have a nice little talk. Still not sure what about. Oh, I borrowed my kid's cup for some water. Where can I put? I don't know if I can even put you guys down. I borrowed my kid's cup for some water, and turns out I won't be needing it to cook. So, come on. Opening things with one hand sucks, especially when I can't get a grip on it with the pants I'm wearing. There we go. My goodness. I forgot the straw. No, it has a straw. It's just not drinking properly. That's really weird. But yeah, I forgot to bring my own water. I forgot a lot of stuff today, so it's whatever, honestly. Man, can y'all hear that? Pitter patter, pitter pitter patter. Got water going down my face. Yeah. I want to start doing more regular vlogs, but I'm not a very talkative person, unfortunately. I'm working on it, as you guys can see. But, like, really, it's gonna be getting cold out soon. And I have no clue what to do in the cold. I don't have money for warm clothes or for warm camping gear or anything like that, so I really don't know what I'm going to do in the winter, and that's kind of... It's going to be unfortunate. It's going to be a lot of gaming, but I don't have a lot of time to record gaming videos most of the time, which is one of my biggest downfalls when it comes to making videos. If I had more time to make videos, I wouldn't upload live streams as videos. Just throwing that out there. No, I get how that's redundant, but like a lot of these people spend like 3-4 hours a day playing a game, and then they edit down the footage into what it needs to be. I just don't. I don't have that kind of time. But kind of feels like this rain's slowing down just a little bit. I actually might be able to step out. But when I look outside, it does not look like it's slowed down. I don't know. I don't know. What I do know is I want to get like a Jeep or a Land Rover or something. I want to be able to go off-roading. Not mudding, not nothing like that. I want to go like for real off-roading. I also want to get a kayak. That's a goal of mine. I would love to go kayaking. I'd like to get some winter camping gear and stuff. And do some winter camping. Ice fishing. I want to be like a year-round outdoor person. Not like for YouTube or nothing like that. The reason I make these videos is so I can go back and look at them, or my family can come back and look at them, and, you know, kind of get an insight to my thought process and who I am as a person a little bit. Other than that, like, I don't want to blow up. If I blow up, I'm going to disappear. Nothing too large, guys. I'm not trying to be the next Outdoor Boys. That's why I don't make that kind of quality of content. But yeah, I don't think this rain's gonna stop anytime. It's okay. That is okay. I was gonna use these worms. I've had these guys for a long time now. These little rat worms. Come here, little fella. I just watched you dig yourself under. I swear they're in there. Little red worms. What's up, dude? I've had these guys, sheesh, at least since the beginning of August, probably late July. And I haven't really just had much of a chance to get to use them. I've been at the gathering of the Juggalos, taking care of my kid, getting ready for the gathering, doing life stuff, you know. I didn't really have time. Well, this has been a little bit of an adventure. I might just take my shoes off for a minute and go walk. Maybe we'll find like a snake or something out here. I know there's a lot of snakes here usually. We'll step out. Why not? Put my hat back on. Let's take a step out of the car. Let me grab my keys. Boop, 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 boop. Got those. Alright. Yeah. Oh man, it's wet. Okay. Let's go take a look at this water. Why not? Turn these bad boys around. Last time I was here, about like right there was a snake that slithered back into the water. It was really cool. This is not a waterproof camera. So bear with me here. I probably won't be out here very long. Yeah. You can see the water being pelted. Continue across this little bridge. Take you to the dam, which is right over here. Show you guys. Oh yeah. There's the dam right there, which is, if I keep walking here, yep. Alright. So we're gonna go back this way. And if you look directly across the way, about right there, that's my usual fishing spot. And then sometimes I'll go right there. A lot of people usually cast off on that pier. And then right down here, a lot of people will cast. Yeah, man. I could probably stand right here and fish for a little bit, honestly. But not really. I don't think I'm gonna catch much until the rain like freshly stops, and that's when they're gonna be like biting. So it's whatever. We'll come back another day this week. I'm not really too horribly stressed by it. It's unfortunate, to say the least, though. But I might just run home, grab some boots, a raincoat, and maybe, we'll see how I feel, but maybe we'll catch back up, not here again, but at my local trail. And we'll catch back up. Sorry, that was probably a really close shot. And go for a quick hike. That was probably a really close shot again as I went to close my door. But yeah, maybe we'll go for a hike in the rain. Because why not? It's not a thunderstorm today, it's just raining. So, nothing too crazy. If I had boots on, I would stand in this grass and cast. But these shoes are just soaking wet with soaking socks. Not a good idea. So yeah, we're gonna go home, and I will possibly catch you guys shortly. That's all I've got. Later. Alright, welcome welcome back everybody, and we're here, we're making our pancakes. Got everything set up. Let me grab my little tool over here, put this in that baggie. Now when this is ready to flip, yeah, it's just one really big old pancake. It's those same pancakes I've been making. Can't remember the name of them right now. Okay, give me a second. Set y'all down. We're almost ready to flip this bad boy. Oh, this other one's not ready, but the first one. Okay. Well, kind of ruined my pancake, but it's okay. It's gonna eat the same no matter what I do. These things are always delicious. Another few seconds on this one, then I'm gonna have to flip it. It's just so liquidy, man. Come on. Warm up. Let me get you further over on the heat. Alright, let me grab my plate, because this one is looking ready. This is the worst, like, the most trouble I've ever had doing this. I don't know why this is not working out in my favor right now. This is rough. I'm not even gonna lie. Scoot this thing over. I feel like the wind's stealing a little bit too much of it. Oh man. It's okay. It's gonna be delicious. I swear it will. Y'all don't have to believe me. This bad boy is done for sure. Let's move you to the middle. Normally, like, I can cook the two pancakes on here. Zero issues. Like, every single time I do it, it works out perfectly fine. This is the most trouble I've ever freaking had. Let me... I think I know how I can fix these. Let me get some more butter on here. I feel like more butter right now is kind of the answer. If I'm trying to save this piece over here and make it more pancake-like. I like making a mess of food, man. This is fun. You'd never believe that I can cook when you look at the way I'm cooking out here. I mean, I don't know if y'all can actually see this right now. I made a mess with this pancake. Same with that one, but goodness. I wonder about myself sometimes. these little guys, put them back down here. And then although this guy is dark, we're going to turn this down and just make sure it's fully cooked. It's not pleasant to eat freaking raw protein powders and stuff. Not a huge fan of doing all that. And these are the protein cakes. Alright, we're going to butter that bad boy up. We're going to set this on some wet wood because it's raining. Actually, there's a wet rock. Okay. Wash my little hands. That's not the right bottle. Alright. Look good. Feel good. About to eat good. This is the life. This is the life. Where's my fork? My fork? Get some butter on these pancakes. Yes. Come on. Yeah, buddy. It's gonna be so delicious. Oh man, I cannot wait to dig in. A little more butter on the backside of this one and we're good. Come on. Alright. Let's get some syrup on these bad boys. Yeah. I'm gonna cut these up. And then I'm gonna dig in. Oh, I can't wait. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I've been hungry all morning. And believe it or not, if it wasn't for my hair being in my mouth, these are perfect. So I'm gonna destroy these, and I will be right back. Oh man, was that good. Okay, so got everything cleaned up. I've just gotta get my stuff back to the car, and then I think we're gonna take a little hike, cause why not? Good for the body, good for the soul, good for the mind, you know. So we're gonna do it. So let's get all this stuff packed up. Let's get my backpack on. Actually, you know, we can go without the other arm. Let me strap camera bag up to me in case it starts raining. Grab my scissors. And my bag of trash. Because we're good people and we take care of our trash. Alright. We're gonna walk down to the car. Then at this, we could have started our trail here. We're gonna start our trail down here just a little bit. And I don't know what else I was gonna say, honestly. Just talking out my behind. Oh, rats. Okay. Let me crawl up in this car, put some skizzles down. It's a mess in there. I know. You don't gotta tell me. Get that backpack up there. Lock this bad boy up. My little off-road machine. No, I'm kidding. Definitely kidding. Although, in a small way, I have taken that thing off-roading. That. Oh, I was gonna say that's a story for another time, but you know what? We could talk about that now. So, the Gathering of the Juggalos, it's a 4-day event. It's a music festival where all the Juggalos go to listen to ICP and currently Ouija Mac. They don't rock with Twisted and Blaze and ABK and all that anymore. But they have a lineup of other people too. But ow. But they do this thing called a parking lot party, and people tend to show up like a week early, sometimes 2 weeks early to this event. Did y'all see that, or at least hear it? That was crazy. I just got donked on the head by stuff falling off of these trees. I gotta tie my shoe real quick, so I'm gonna set you guys down on this rock. Tie my shoe. But yeah, people go to this event like a week, sometimes 2 weeks early, and they'll just camp out across the street in the Lost Lands and whatever other festivals they do at Legend Valley. And yeah, I mean, I finally got to go early this year. Me and my wife camped out down there, and that was pretty epic. Hot. It was hot outside. We didn't go down like too early. We weren't there like crazy early. We showed up on the 11th around like 3-4 p.m. I think, somewhere around there, and the event started on the 13th. So we chilled in the parking lot for the rest of that day, and then they moved us over to the second parking lot, and then later that day, or later the next day, they ended up moving us into the grounds a little early. And so we got to stay on the grounds, walk down Merch Alley. They even did a JCW, Juggalo Championship Wrestling. They did one of those events on the night earlier. So that was pretty cool. And then, oh, by the way, we're back by the pavilion now. But, and then they moved, like, I don't remember where I was at. But yeah, so we're chilling on the grounds. We're trying to park our vehicle, because we had a car pass. Not me and my wife, but me and my group. We had a car pass. We're trying to park our truck with all of our gear and everything on it. And they're trying to send us like way down to the back, and like I'm just not having that. Like, normally, because like Juggalos are such an organized group, in a sense, like when it comes to the Gathering, we're an organized group. Everybody chooses the same campsites every year, and we work in accordance with one another. This year was just a mess, man. They were like moving people wherever they wanted to and acting like we were friggin' some mainstream festival. And I thought it was bogus. But part of the problem is there's all these big mainstream people there. And I don't mean like artists, I mean like frickin', like, what word am I looking for? Frickin' not even entertainers, like social media influencers. Garbage people who do garbage things for a living. Like, it's one thing to be a YouTuber or a Twitch streamer, but to be a social media influencer, to make all these bullcrap things on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook and Snapchat, just all these stupid apps. And to brain rot the hell out of people. I don't know, man. I'm not for it. I'm not for it at all. Oh, yeah. But I don't know. I don't know. It's the Juggalos need to be. We need to stand up for ourselves like we used to. We need to get out there and we need to show them why we're the most hated people on the planet. We need to be the most hated people on the planet again. Like, we went soft somewhere, man. We went soft. I don't understand, honestly. But, you know what? Two whoops to the Juggalo community, because they're still kicking it and they're still doing amazing things out there. I mean, like, they're still some of the best people I know. Like, don't nobody look out for you like a Juggalo would look out for you, man. You just gotta be a good person and respect who we are. You know? Understand that we're different and you're different. And different people do different things. But that's okay. And just because our music sounds violent doesn't mean we act violent. I play Grand Theft Auto. I don't go out and stab and shoot and, like, kill and kidnap people. I don't do none of that. I've never even been in a fight. Like, what? Come on. Like, these are stereotypes that people pin on people because of a few bad apples who did something wrong, and they're like, well, it's because of games, it's because of this, it's because you can't take accountability for your actions, dude. Come on. Come on. Like, it's ridiculous. It's honestly ridiculous. Feels good to be back outside. Yeah, let's go back this way. Alright. I don't remember what my whole point in this was, other than, oh yeah, but back to social media influencers. Leave the gathering. Leave us alone. Like, you guys are a bunch of fucking posers, and I excuse my language, but like, it's true. They're literally a bunch of posers, and y'all need to fuck the fuck off. Like, we've never had these kinds of problems at the gathering on a consistent basis since everything became for their enjoyment. They're spitting on Juggalos and calling them slur words for their amusement. They think we're just a joke and we're a spectacle for them to laugh at and to be entertained by. Like, we're not. We're people. We're humans. Like, I've seen so many negative things happen to good people because they're Juggalos. Because they're down with the clown. Because we can get a little wicked with our sound. Why? It's because they ain't as fresh as us, bros. They're embarrassed that they don't have something that we do. I don't know what it is, but it's because I don't care to know. I'm not like them. I don't want to know what it is. I just want to know. I just want to know why we went soft. Why we aren't defending ourselves. Why were Juggalos holding him back from protecting himself and defending his own honor when we have things like Juggalo justice that happen at the gathering? I don't understand. And maybe it's not for me to understand. But god dang it, I'm a Juggalo, not a Gigolo, so I'm gonna understand. I'm gonna find a way and make it happen. But what I want to figure out is what difference I can make to get these social media influencers away from our gathering. I don't even pull my phone out when I'm there. I don't take pictures, and if I do, it's usually of my wife or of me and my wife, like just a quick picture. I don't take pictures of the event. I don't take pictures of artists. The only pictures of artists I have at the gathering are from my VIP meet and greets, and they tell you to pull out your phone and take a picture. I mean, I paid a good amount of money to be there and meet these people and speak with them. I'm gonna take that photo, yeah. You know. Sorry about my cough. Sorry about spitting too. Check this place out, guys. I love it here. I really do. This place is very peaceful, very serene. It looks like they built up a little dam back here. Check that out. Wow. That's pretty neat. There's another little dam down here. That one actually might be a beaver. I've physically, not like touched it, but like it hissed at me. It knew I was there. It saw me come. I had an encounter with a beaver here. Beginning of the summer, maybe? Spooked me a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. Definitely spooked me. They're doing maintenance in the park up here. Taking care of some fallen down trees and just other stuff before the season ends. Been a few bad storms. It's really good to get out of the house. So I've been playing stay-at-home dad for the last few weeks. I was working at Amazon, and my wife had an undisclosed job. I'm not gonna speak on her stuff. And not to say like I couldn't handle my job or nothing, but just like long story short, we didn't have our kid for a while. Like, we still had parental rights. We were still seeing our kid. We were still visiting her and, you know, being parents. But we didn't have our kid. Here's a dryish leaf. We didn't have our kid. Whatever. I would just pick you guys up. We didn't have our kid. She was under the guardianship of my wife's mother, so her grandmother, and like we just didn't have our life together. We were struggling to get a place. We were struggling to afford a lot of things until benefits kicked in. Just life's really hard right now, and so we did what we had to do to make things work. And now that we have our daughter full time, every day, all the time, my wife is making a decent chunk of money. And I mean, I was making a decent chunk of money too. But we decided ultimately it would be easier if one of us stayed home, because our daughter is autistic. And if you know anything about autistic children, if you're capable, you want to put them through things like therapy and like little I wouldn't want to call them babysitters, but like babysitter-like things, like these little consistent friends that come by and they just kind of do fun things, get the kid out and make sure that they're advancing and learning stuff and just doing good. And you want to put her through all these other like little programs like that help, like, man, I'm so bad at putting things into words, but like help attack specialized areas in her autism to help her basically just advance the regions that she's falling behind in. And so these things take up a lot of time. And when two parents are working, essentially one of those jobs is just paying for a babysitter. You know, like you're not really paying for anything else, like anything fun to do. I mean, maybe like with $100, but I mean, for the most part, you're paying for the babysitter. And at that point, what's the point? You know, we're both saying all the time that we want extra time with our kid. And we were going to have my wife be the stay-at-home mom, but ultimately we decided, well, she decided that she would go crazy having to stay home all the time. And while I go crazy having to stay home all the time too, that's why I do adventures like this, I'm more apt to it because I'm a gamer and I like gaming, and so it gives me time to play my games. But also, like, obviously I take care of the house, I take care of the kid, and, you know, I make sure food's cooked and stuff like that. But it gives me more time to just do things that I enjoy on the side, you know? Just, I like it. It's nice. Can't say I'll do it forever, but it's nice for now. Thought I saw a fallen tree over here. I wonder if it's blocking the pathway or not. Kind of want to just check that out real quick. I don't really know if I'm going to keep going up the trail. My socks are getting really wet. And these are my everyday shoes. It's alright, I can switch to my steel-toe boots for a few days while I wait for these shoes to dry. No, there wasn't a tree falling. Okay. Well, I'm gonna walk back, debating if I'm gonna take the trail back or the road. Oh my gosh. It's that time of year already, you guys. Literally leaves changing already. Oh man. That's honestly so not cool. Alright, we'll just walk back through the trail, why not? Got a little bit of time to kill. Man. Yeah. So life's been pretty busy, and I mean, that's literally not even all of it, man. Like, so, without sharing too much of the story, my wife's dad is an abusive POS who, yeah, he's done bad things to kids. And after, like, 10 years, we discovered he did something to another one of his kids, which is two of his kids and multiple of their friends. Now, he's currently sitting in jail, awaiting trials and everything. I'm pretty sure they're offering him a plea deal right now and talking that stuff through and whatnot. But in the meantime, we are trying to get guardianship of said child who was abused, because which is my wife's sister, youngest sister. And reason why we're doing this isn't her mom and her grandfather and the other people that may or may not be staying with her, and her younger brother are, well, they're allowing her younger brother to abuse her and take out his anger on her and hit her and stuff like that. And they are just cutting all her contact off with the rest of the world. They're not letting her talk to people. They're not letting her have a phone or social media or anything like that. They're not letting her speak to my wife because she's involved in the incident, in the sense that she was also a victim. They're not giving this girl therapy. Anytime she talks about the situation she's punished, they go and visit the POS dad in jail and like write him letters and buy him stuff and talk good about him and plan for when he gets out and all this other stuff. They're just neglecting the fact that it ever happened again to any of the kids. It's so crazy. It's so crazy, but we are fighting. We're fighting to the dying end to put this man in prison because, dude, it's just wrong. It's so wrong. Like, I don't even know where to begin. Like, I don't really want to, and I can't speak more on this. At least not right now. But I mean, look, if you guys are really interested, yeah, I'm sure you could figure it out. Some of y'all are smart people. But I'm not just gonna throw information out there. It's not important. But yeah, man, life is such a crazy endeavor. And I mean, I'm here for it. I'm down for the ride. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, this is such a crazy endeavor. Man, am I glad to be here, though. Like, things like this are just incredibly beautiful. I don't even know how to, like, interpret this in my mind. Oh my gosh, excuse me, I keep burping. I didn't even know there was multiple paths this way. We're gonna go up this path and see where this takes me. I'm assuming it's gonna take me up by the road. And that's okay, because I kinda do wanna get out of here. My socks are really soaked. I would have went up the side path back up over there. But obviously, one, they're doing work over there, and two, I don't know if like there's like a safety hazard or something, so I'm just gonna avoid the area. But I would have gone up there and shown you guys the natural like Landwell pump from way back in the day. I'm sure like a lot of y'all have seen it, but I'm sure a lot of y'all haven't seen one either. Ugh. Yeah, this is gonna take me right up to the road right here. Okay. I've never taken this little path, but there's also, I don't know if you can see it through the trees up there, but there's a little playground. Oh, look at these little berries. Orange guys. Well, those aren't even berries, those are flowers. My eyes are about as bad as my camera. That's crazy. I can't believe that. But yeah. See them down there doing their little work. My car way over there. Alright. So yeah. It's been a nice little adventure today. It stopped raining, at least in my town. It was raining really hard 2 towns to the west. But, well, I guess a town and some country roads to the west, but it was a whole different county. So, I guess 2 counties to the west. But for a while there, that storm was chasing back over here. But it looks like it's gonna miss us for the most part. Depending on what time it is, I might try to fish for a little bit. Genuinely, I have no clue. I don't know if I have enough time, patience, or energy to do all that, so we'll see how I feel. I'm gonna sit in the car for a few minutes, take these. Yeah, I probably won't. I've got these wet shoes on. I can literally go fishing tomorrow. Like, jeez. Okay. So yeah, that's where I started the trail. Is right up there by that sign. And cars over here, so I'm just gonna cut across the grass. Socks are already wet. I don't see why it would matter. And yeah, that's all for now, you guys. Oh, jeez. And thank you for joining me. I'll catch y'all later. Real quick, just wanted to show you guys. Check out this little area. Very beautiful, huh? Alright. That's all. Thank you guys. And yeah, I guess I should just wrap up the video now. So thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this adventure as much as I did. Honestly surprised them pancakes turned out as good as they did. But yeah. Once again, thank you guys so much for joining me. And take care of yourselves. Later.